and harmony, governed by one eternal law. All that begins must end. The reign of the old shogunate is over.
Okay, hello YouTube, this is Night of Doom here, and today I'm going to be starting my, I can't say the first, but the second Let's Play. My first one kind of failed, but I'm gonna be doing Total War Shogun 2 for you, and I'm going to be going through the options, so it's gonna be all in medium, so that I don't bore you out with loading screens, although it will still be kind of long loading screens. And there's the battle interface if you guys want to check that out. So yeah, let's try a new campaign. And the reason why I said it's not my first one is because I actually already uploaded a video of my first Let's Play as a Tokugawa, and it just didn't work out for me. Their family tree was not developed, shall we say, and I lost both of my generals, and I figured out by the second set that I made that there would be no way that I would finish in time on hard difficulty because I had no general or daimyo. So what I thought was start a new one and play as the Oda on not hard difficulty, but I'm actually gonna play on legendary. So what this means is that I'm gonna be taking a lot of time thinking on what to do, because obviously this is gonna be the hardest start in the game because it's the Oda. They're right in the middle of everything. There's no mountains to protect them or anything. There's the sea, there's all the zones around them, and it's gonna be pretty hard. So what I was thinking, maybe limiting this part not to domination, but maybe like somewhere less zones by the winter of 1600. And if you guys don't know that, what this means is that by 1600 I have to capture 40 provinces, 60 if I'm playing on domination, by the year of 1600, including Kyoto, which is right here, and some other minor zones that I have to hold. So I'm gonna limit that just to keep the shortness of this Let's Play. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing as the Oda, but I still don't have experience playing with them, but I imagine this is gonna be pretty hard because I played as a Tokugawa, as I said, and when I played as a Tokugawa they got destroyed within the first turn. So I guess their main strength of the Oda is their Ashigaru, which is actually pretty good because they're a really good opener. So I guess that's gonna be a little bit easier for me to get a good start here. So legendary once again, and we're gonna make sure that all of these advisors are on none, no battle limit, and no drop-in battles. So let's start the game. Yeah, especially the loading screen that is in the beginning of the game. It takes a long while to load. But the ones that are actually in-game, sorry guys, are much smaller and will go by faster.
1545. This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now, the overmighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become Shogun. But who will be victorious? Other lands have always provided for our people. Our enemies are many and envious. They threaten our borders and look for any weakness. Others may covet titles, but Ashigaru, common spearmen, are the bedrock of Oda might. All know us, the commanders of 1,000 spears. It is an honor to lead such a men. Our generals are battle-scarred veterans of a righteous strength. Isha Mountain, the war god has awoken. Now is the time to defeat our enemies. All will bow to the Oda clan. We wait no longer. Destiny calls. We are the Oda. These are trying times for our clan. Not only are we at war on two fronts, but we are caught in the grips of civil strife. The infighting threatening to tear our clan apart from within. Our first priority, therefore, is to quell the unrest in our midst and unify under a single banner once more. When order has been restored, we can set about building up our strength and extending our influence into the neighboring provinces. Long have we coveted Mikawa province to the east, and the recent vassalage of the local Tokugawa lord to the Imagawa has made this no less appealing. Mikawa is fertile and boasts fine war horses, vital to the production of superior cavalry. Mino is of lesser strategic importance, but the Saito should prove less bothersome to overcome, as whilst the daimyo is manipulative to say the least, his forces are far less capable than the combined might of the Imagawa and Tokugawa. While making war on the third front is ill-advised, neutral Ise province to the west is known for its strong religious tradition and provision of fine monks for service both on and off the battlefield. However, with power and influence will surely come the ire of Kyoto. And should the Shogun feel threatened, he will rally his subjects against us. In that event, we must be prepared to fend off all who would attack us, no matter from where that threat emerges. If the Shogun wishes to halt our expansion, let him come here and reckon with us himself.
Okay, for a moment I thought he would say, like, with great power comes great responsibility, and I was like, oh my gosh. Well, anyway. Okay, missions issued of the unification of the Oda. So crush the rebellion in the following provinces. Owari, which is pretty much this one. I'm sure it is. And we gain plus 25 wealth generated by buildings across all provinces. So that is pretty nice. So we have to do it anyway, but at least we have a nice reward. Let's not listen to you and shut you off. Okay, you're off. Okay. So, let's look at our situation. We are at peace with these guys. So before I go even over here, we should cover our economic advantage that could be given by Issei here. So what we're gonna do is go in and wrong one. Diplomacy, and we're gonna suggest a trade agreement, but it's already here. So we already have a trade agreement. So that is pretty nice. And we are gaining 1,200 per turn. That is gonna be a good advantage. I can already see it. I don't think we want to be going for a defensive start with a fort, even though that will give me a samurai retainer that will be useful, I think, in the later stages. So let's look at our enemies. The Tokugawa over here, which have the horses, will be really useful if I capture this province right here. Also the Mino here are very weak, I'm sure, and have no protection of the city. I saw the intro video. Also when I was playing as the Tokugawa, one of the objectives was to capture the South Shinano, which have the stone, which will be really useful for building forts. So I might want to do that before I start upgrading this to a stronghold as well. Also, Kyoto here is pretty close, so when we have enough power, we could try and march out and seizing them and becoming Shogun as quickly as possible will definitely give us the advantage of the sea with their, I'm not even sure what it's called, but they have this really strong ship that basically pawns everybody. At least that's my opinion on it. I've never got it though. Okay, so let's look at our armies. First off, in the city we have our daimyo,